The continuation of the Expendables franchise has already been announced through the fourth installment. However, recent news outside of confirming the release date also hints towards what would come next, possibly a fifth sequel. Stick around to find out as I take you on a journey regarding the upcoming movie, give you a first look and tell you everything I know so far about it, and without further ado, let's dive right in.
Another little secret you escaping there, Mr. Vito?
Just stay out of my brain, would you?
I tell you, I can't wait to get home.
The fourth Expendables movie looks promising, there's no doubt about it, especially with the return of so many of the already well-established characters and so many new ones joining the franchise in the sequel. The movie series began back in 2010 with director, writer, and star Sylvester Stallone assembling a team of some of the biggest names in the action genre, a throwback hustle about a team of former mercenaries carrying out dangerous missions that no other group could do. The team of mercenaries returned for two more sequels that dropped in 2012 and 2014 respectively, and when that happened, it looked like the franchise came to a close with no particular ending, which eventually left fans wondering if there will be more of the ragtag group moving forward.
So when do I take over?
Keep drinking.
Hey, Smiley!
However, after a lot of talks and promises, a fourth sequel has been announced to be on the way with Sylvester Stallone at the helm of things, who also said that this will be the end for him when the franchise is taken into consideration, and seeing how he led the way as Barney Ross in the lead role, him stepping down could probably be the best case scenario, and I'll tell you more about it further down the line how I came to that conclusion.
Your men are shot to shit. What are you gonna do for a team?
Don't worry about it, I'll handle it, Joe.
The fourth installment looks to stick to the basics of what one action movie should look like, with a bit of a twist, some new faces, and an intriguing new direction. And although there were some known details regarding the long-awaited sequel, ones I'll go through right now, there are so many other bits and pieces that I have yet to be confirmed, some of which will probably get cleared out when the movie drops. Speaking of which, the Expendables 4 movie has been scheduled to release on the 4th of September 2023, the latest confirmed date about when the movie will hit the theaters after so many delays, with the only thing left for all of us to hope that there will not be more delays in the near future. According to what I was able to find out, it looks as though there will not be any further delays since the movie finished the filming process in late 2021, more than a year and a half ago. The biggest news, however, that came through with the announced release date was the fact that this fourth movie is set to start yet another trilogy from the franchise, taking it in a new direction, which will see Jason Statham's Lee Christmas hitting that like button just like yours if you haven't already. But no, on the more serious side of things, a new direction which will see Christmas leading the charge. There were also some rumors of a full-blown female lineup of Expendables spin-off happening, but so far those were just that, rumors. So I'll not go any further than this regarding this project.
The hostess? Not the hostess. She's the bouncer.
The most exciting news about the franchise was of course the cast members, a trend that has been going on ever since the first movie, and I don't blame the fans because outside of the tumultuous plot, the familiar faces that occupy the scene are probably the best thing from the franchise and why many people are eagerly waiting to see what comes next. And on that note, outside of Stallone's Barney Ross, the leader of the group, the fourth sequel will also include Jason Statham's Lee Christmas, as well as Dolph Lundgren and Randy Couture as Gunnar Jensen and Toll Road respectively. The likes of Terry Crews and Jet Li had reduced roles in the movie, and according to many sources, will be the ones not to return for the fourth movie.
It's not an accident that we're trapped in here. This is exactly what he knew would happen.
There were also some news regarding Arnold Schwarzenegger's return to the franchise and whether it would happen or not, but more on that later. Outside of the already existing cast members, there will be some new fresh faces joining the franchise, including Transformers star from the first movie, Megan Fox, one of the most famous rappers out there, Curtis Jackson aka 50 Cent, and Thai martial arts legend Tony Jaa. But the most interesting new kid on the block is surely the star of the Raid movie, Iko Uwais, who is set to play the primary villain.
I hear you lost a few friends in the desert. They bought it. You didn't. You were the guilt.
The latest news also shows that Andy Garcia is yet another one to join the franchise, along with Levi Tran, who most expect to be a side villain and one character that will be saved for the future of the franchise, with the upcoming movie only showcasing the character for future reference. From what I have been able to dig up, it looks like the fourth installment will take things in a new direction, something that will benefit the franchise and make up for a fun new approach to things. Story details are kept under wraps, although it has been confirmed that Statham's Lee Christmas will be the lead character, meaning that either Barney Ross will retire or will be killed off, or even a triumphant ride into the sunset, something that remains to be seen. The movie could present a new trend in the movie industry, which is depicted as the passing of the torch, something that many franchises are getting used to doing, with the next generation being the one to take the matter into their own hands.
You better be right. Ba-bam.
Ba-bam.
Let's go.
or in this case, Lee Christmas to continue the story and possibly avenge his fallen friend and honor his legacy. That is, if Ross is killed off.
Whoa, shit.
What's the problem?
The buyer. They're early. Threat just doubled.
Moving away from the fourth installment, seeing how this is all the information shared for that movie, sources indicate that the fifth installment has already been put in development, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case since Expendables 4 is set to start off another trilogy with some new faces on the big screen.
Who are those guys?
My old team.
But before I do that, there's one thing to note: out of all the action heroes we all grew up with, there was one actor whose character seems to have been wasted, and that is Arnie's Trench. Something that could change in the future, with his character performing a smash of the subscribe button and ring of the notification bell. But no, in reality his character performing a glorious return to the franchise, something that would freshen up the franchise.
I'm back.
How you doing, Trench?
And I'm saying this because one of the major marketing elements of the Expendables involved a scene between Stallone, Arnie, and Bruce Willis, marking the first time these three had appeared in the same scene, with the latter two merely making cameos in the franchise. The franchise simply wasted Arnie's character, something that might change in the fourth movie, but things are looking bleak because up until this point, there has been no information regarding Arnold's return to the franchise. On one hand, and on the other hand, his character could be saved for a big surprise, one that would answer a lot of questions regarding the future of the franchise, including the one question that we all want to be answered: will Trench be part of the upcoming trilogy or not?
Whoa, looking a little strung out there, kids.
And this trilogy could be the truth because one spot on the team will be open for someone like Arnie, and his status as an actor and an action hero now that we know that Stallone will be stepping away from the big screen moving forward.
What?
That computer strapped to your wrist?
Nothing.
The same thing you were busting that kid's balls about?
This decision of Stallone would also allow him to use the movie and give the spotlight to someone else, returning the franchise to its original pitch as an ensemble piece. All in all, when everything is taken into consideration, whatever the case may be regarding which actors and actresses will be part of the franchise, the main thing is that we should be in for a treat when the movie hits the theaters, as there will surely be a lot of bloodsheds, banter, and crazy action-packed scenes that will bring a whole lot of nostalgia to the big screen, along with the essence of what the action movies from the past were and just how unique they were at the time. See you in the next video.